Hi, I'm Sarah. Welcome to the Daily English Show. Yesterday I talked about the importance of asking questions if you want to have a conversation, and I'm going to talk more about that today. I think the best way to start a conversation is just to ask somebody a question. How's it going? Where are you from? How long have you been in Canada? I think often if you just start by asking someone a question, it'll turn into an interesting and enjoyable conversation. Sometimes it won't. Sometimes you'll ask someone a question and they'll answer you quickly and look pissed off that you even started talking to them, and you'll feel bummed out. But try not to let it put you off trying again, because this happens to everyone, and it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you or anything wrong with the question you asked or your grammar. Chances are you just happen to pick an unfriendly person, or maybe that person just happens to be in a really bad mood that day and they didn't feel like talking to anyone. Anyway, that's going to happen some of the time and it doesn't feel good. But that's life, so you're just going to have to feel bummed out for a minute or so and then get over it. So now you know you have to ask questions, but what kind of questions should you ask to make a conversation? Firstly, don't worry too much about this. It's kind of trial and error. But in general, I think it's good to try and ask questions that you think are likely to stimulate conversation. Try and ask someone a question that you think they might have an answer for, other than yes or no or I don't know. I remember when Kevin Cooney was visiting me in Niseko and he was showing me this book that he had. It was ideas for conversation questions for people from different countries. And under the New Zealander section was an example question, which was something like, is there a lot of sheep in New Zealand? And that's a classic example, I think, of a question not to ask a New Zealander. Why? Because it's sure to stop the conversation. If you asked me that question, the only way I can think of to respond is yes. And then conversation stops. If you really want to ask me about sheep, you could try being a bit more specific, like, are there many sheep near the place where you grew up? Then I could say, no, there weren't. In the area where I grew up, there was lots of bush and lots of people who lived there were potters and artists and blah blah blah. I could go on and on. Kia ora, in Stick News today, the publisher who first signed J.K. Rowling thinks he may have found the new Harry Potter.
Barry Cunningham is the publisher who signed Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling. According to Rowling, if it wasn't for Barry Cunningham, Harry Potter might still be languishing in his cupboard under the stairs. Now Barry is getting excited about a book called Tunnels. I knew from page 1 that Harry Potter was magic. Reading Tunnels gave me the same thrill, he said. Harry Potter is about a young boy who is a wizard. Tunnels is about a young boy who is an archaeologist.
And that was Stick News for Wednesday, the 13th of June. Kia ora. Were there many sheep near the place where you grew up? Did you grow up in the city? Potholes. What are they? Why didn't they fix it? Why was it far down the list? No, the area where I grew up wasn't a farming area. No, it wasn't in the city. It was definitely in the Wops. Gravel road, potholes. Holes in the road when the road gets old? Yeah, good question. Actually, the road we lived on was on the list to be sealed, but it must have been pretty far down the list because it never happened. I guess because there wasn't much traffic. They used to put those things on the road where to count the cars, and we used to drive back and forwards over them to make the counters go up, but it didn't make much difference.
He looks pissed off means A. He looks pleased. B. He looks angry. C. He looks drunk. D. He looks happy. B. I felt bummed out means A. I felt like going out. B. I felt tired. C. I felt angry. D. I felt bad. D. Try to get over it means A. Try to get it. B. Try to think it over. C. Try to feel better. D. Try to get up. C. Stimulate conversation means A. Start conversation. B. Finish conversation. C. Start singing. D. Start thinking. A. She went on and on means A. She turned it on again. B. She went there twice. C. She talked a lot. D. She put it on. C.
And that was the Daily English Show. See you tomorrow.